What is going on around here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then, even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. the Killer's testimony is accurate.
Well, no, hold on a second. You prove that it isn't there.
That would mean that Sherry the Killer's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? If I end the trial here, right now, then your client, Matt on guard, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder. Miss Andrews would be charged with murder? The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Oh no.
Can't we talk with Sherry the Killer a little bit more?
Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt on guard, to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could. It looks like our time has run out. I cannot believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands.
Did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I do not think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Huh. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Matt, what are you doing? Mr. On guard? What an atrocious lawyer I have. Giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious, don't you think? Anyway, get on with it, and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice? Or should I save Miles' life?
Better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay?
But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. If I say he's guilty, or not guilty, either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt on guard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right. I cannot do this. But I have to decide something. I cannot count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt on guard, is... I guess... I had a feeling that he would come to this. I guess that in the end,
We will be fulfilling your wish, Maya. Matt will be declared guilty now. Farewell, Maya. And you, Matt on guard, you are gonna rot in hell!
We're waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Matt on guard. Your client deserves an answer.
Maya, I'm sorry. Matt on guard is...
Objection!
Yes! Fanny is here! Franziska von Karma! Alright!
What do you think?
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool.
Alright! Did you bring them? The final pieces. Do you have them?
You should know better than that to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine. And his injuries are minor.
Oh, thank God. Thank the Lord and Savior!
All the items are inside this.
What a filthy old coat this is.
And that's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere.
I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap these items in.
I fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence.
Your final evidence?
Oh yes. The evidence that will solve this entire case.
The instant noodles!
This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. Oh no. What? Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence, down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence.
I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, there's one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Ms. Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
It must have been quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 items. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see. And there'll be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
That is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol.
Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Okay, well... Next question, for more details. Does that pistol have any relation to this case?
We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I cannot say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case. At least, with me.
It was probably the same pistol that was used to shoot Franziska in the shoulder. And that's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That's what I believe, yes.
Oh.
I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test.
And the thing is, though, I don't think we're gonna have enough time to test this, to see if the bullet matches the pistol. We would need a lot of time. And the judge is just running out of patience over here. And even if we find out that yes, the bullet came from the pistol, I don't think that's gonna help us though. So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not going to help us very much. Okay, a small caliber pistol that is thought to have been fired by the killer at Francisca.
The second piece of evidence is this videotape.
Oh? Oh? I bet the killer took that from Vanguard Mansion. I think the tape is gonna be of great help to us. This might be the weapon that I said might help us in solving this problem. Let's question for more details. Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there is no time to.
Oh yeah.
But I will speculate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it.
The killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it.
From Vanguard's mansion.
He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shay the killer is no ordinary man.
One of the items retrieved. The killer violently tried to recover it. Contents unknown. Tried to recover it from Vanguard's mansion.
The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform.
Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Alright, well let's question for more details. Was that used during the crime?
I am almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
There is no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder.
There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There is a button missing on this uniform.
A button?
It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue.
Worn by the killer on the night of the murder. One of its special buttons is missing.
That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
One of the buttons was missing. I wonder what this could all mean. It's just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure. We were under normal circumstances. These items from Shelly the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killer. It is who is the client. Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Ms. Wonkama. You may step down now. Wait, Your Honor! Please allow me to examine this new evidence. Overruled.
I mean, can we at least watch a tape?
Overruled.
But it could be a great movie to watch together. I can bring the popcorn and...
Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down the verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end?
Phoenix.
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
No. Hold on a second. I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. We have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You cannot give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's... Try. For my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are two ways out of the situation for now.
Two?
The first... Make Angard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Yeah, like that would ever happen. Huh?
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Angard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but... That's asking me to do the impossible. I mean, look at him. He is close to being a Disney villain.
In the second way, force the killer to end his contract with Angard. If the killer were to no longer think of Angard as his client, then he will let Maya go.
Yes! Yes! That is exactly what I was thinking we should try to do. End the contract. If we can end the contract, then Maya will be saved. That is what I was thinking of ever since Shelly mentioned about the trust between him and his client. Yeah, that's even more impossible. Oh, come on, Phoenix. He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. Yeah, but don't think about Shelly the killer. Think about Matt Angard.
I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Yeah, that is quite a problem here. We should do something in order for him to allow us to use these pieces of evidence.
Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us?
To think outside the box. The other side? Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around?
Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it?
The killer. The person needs the evidence.
The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We have seen all the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no objections this time, correct? Now can I finally get out of here and have my tea time? Alright, now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection!
I have already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence. I am not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor. Then, you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance. One chance? You're torturing me. Like, I've tried my best to not make any mistakes. And I did one. And we're still having a life or death situation here. Alright, in which case, let's make this count, Nick. Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person. That's impossible. To turn this situation around in one try. One try. That is all I will permit. I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix. Think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking on guard down at the same time. No then, Mr. Wright. Let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to? Alright. We are gonna be showing this evidence to... Wait, why are there like two pieces? Okay, we have profiles for both John Doe and Shay the Killer. We are gonna show the piece of evidence to Shay the Killer. I see. And now, tell this court what piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Alright. The piece of evidence that I was thinking of for a while now. The thing that will end the contract between Shay the Killer and Met on Guard. It has to be the videotape! Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. Alright, it looks like I managed to convince him. Okay, this isn't over yet. We're still long ways to the finish line. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence? Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was only told by my client to not watch it. Of course he told you that. Do you know why, Shelly? So I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that true, Miss Wright? Who was it that planted that camera? Well, the only person who could have placed the camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. Yeah. And to be honest with you here, Shelly, what your client wanted to use this for is not gonna make you happy at all. That was Adrian Andrews. Nah. I mean, you say Adrian Andrews, but Shelly the Killer knows of who he's talking about. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Met on Guard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is might take it out of this whole mess. There is only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They wanted to see if one get his, wanted blackmail on you, didn't trust your client, didn't trust your skills. Alright, well, it is definitely because he wanted to blackmail on you. He said it in detention center when he revealed his true colors. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the veto comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay, and he'll blackmail him if I want.
Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this veto to blackmail you.
What do you have to say to that, Shirley the Killer? He looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Indeed. Now what are you going to do now, given what you have learned? Yes, buy it natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness.
Yes.
You'll tell us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all.
Yes, that's right.
But what if that traitor was your own client?
What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to accept my punishment.
I see. That's all I wanted to know. However, if you are breaking the contract, that will mean that you have to set Maya free. You better do that, Shelly. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Oh, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around.
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I'll now return to you your precious item.
Thank God!
What the? I'm not an item!
Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Thank goodness.